All right, I was muted the whole time. Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. I pray that all is well and you all are in the best of health and spirits. It is your sister, Denise Renee Muhammad, and our brother Sean Ali will be joining us shortly. We're coming on today for another episode of our Health and Wellness Power Hour. Our Health and Wellness Power Hour. So, as you come in, go ahead and share the video. Share the video. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. All right. And our topic today is going to be the satiety factor, the key to hunger and fasting. All right. So let me share this out. And there's our brother Sean Ali. There he is.
Assalamu alaikum.
Well, alaikum salam, brother Sean. How are you?
All is well. All is well.
Awesome.
Not too
Awesome.
bad. Not too bad coming in.
Yes, sir.
How
Are
about
you?
yourself?
Oh, all is well. All is
Mm.
well. Enjoying this nice weather we're having.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Isn't that something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So I
Especially
was
what's going on. Uh-huh.
right, especially what's going on. I'm grateful. Definitely grateful. Definitely. But yeah, our topic, the satiety factor, the keys to hunger and fasting. What what is your thoughts on that, brother Sean?
Mm. What are your thoughts on that? uh, I'm,
Interesting.
I'm getting the book
You
real
know,
quick. I'm sorry.
with us coming on our 3 day, our monthly fast, the unity fast.
Right, right.
So I think it's a very good topic to, address for those that may have difficulty with it, or you need some assistance with fighting those hunger cravings.
Mm.
We can give some assistance with that.
Ain't that something? Oh man, I wish I had a um yeah, that's controlling hunger and stuff like that. It's like um I don't know, it's like, we look at it, or it's sometimes it's presented as something that is happening inside of you, but you can't control it.
Right.
We praying and this and that. Like it's nothing external. It's it's happening inside. You know what I mean? Like anything that's in you is easily of our control because it's in us. So the body moves when we move, doesn't move until we move it. So, it's that perception of hunger, and when it comes to fasting, like I need an external source to get me through it. When it's just communication within the body. And if we start looking at these signals, what they really are, as forms of communication, then we can kind of deal with it a little bit easier and better, you know,
Right.
because I get the signal. I'm always receiving signals. How I interpret the signal, how I deal with the signal, that's the difference between all of us. You know what I mean? So that's where, like I said, where we have been presented with hunger, that is something I have to pray to accomplish or do this to accomplish. Like we don't, it's not usually presented as, okay, it's chemistry happening inside of your body. It
Mhm.
doesn't mean that you are weak. It doesn't mean that you are a sloth. It doesn't mean that you can't control. It's chemistry.
Right.
You because they have just like they have a hormone that they say is the love hormone, right? Oxytocin. They have a hormone associated with hunger. So it's not even a thought. It's not even, you know what I mean? Like it's chemistry now. So, because it's our endocrine system now. So we have that included in our self preservation mechanism, the hunger hormone, and that's the on switch that makes you want to get up and go eat. So,
Right.
and this is something that's being secreted and pumped throughout our bloodstream. The target is the brain to induce you to get up and go eat. Once you eat, this tastes good. I'm satisfied. Now the body produces there's a hormone for satiety. Right. So now the body produces that hormone. Communication is now being secreted and pumped in your bloodstream. The target is the brain. All right, stop eating. So that's how that sensation works. You get the hormone, the communication hormone, the on hormone that induces you to go eat, you enjoy the food that you're eating, that your body produces the hormone to stop.
Right.
See, now in that system has been abused through the advertisement, of people trying to sell food to you all day. McDonald's open 24. Man, I got a McDonald's a couple blocks. That thing is 24 hours a day. It'll never close. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's it itself isn't necessarily inducing you to eat, but if you drive past it and you see it,
Yeah,
bam, the
those
trigger So we got something called, the cephalic digestion is the second stage of digestion. So when you think of food, look at food, smell food, it produces the hunger hormone.
right.
And it literally makes your stomach and it starts the digestive system. So when we're looking at this is why that satiety is so important, because you could be in a state of dissatisfaction. You could be in a state of uh, boredom, depression. These days could trigger the hunger hormone. They could trigger you to eat to get satiety.
Yes.
You feel, because that's when you are in that range of energy and frequency. The satiety factor is how you get out. So eating, if all you know how to do is eat, or that's all you have available to do is eat to produce satiety, that's what you'll do. Because
Right.
sometimes that could be it's a vending machine, it's in the cabinet, it's in the refrigerator, it's in the
Yes.
drawer. You know what I mean? It's right there. That's the most convenient form of producing satiety, is to eat, right? And who
Right.
doesn't want to be satisfied? Yeah, like if you going throughout the day, who doesn't want satisfaction
Right.
throughout the day? You know what I mean? Like if the only way I know how to produce satisfaction within myself is to eat, or that's the quickest way, because you can eat a piece of candy. You don't need a meal, right? But if you look at a Snickers bar, as little as it is, the amount of calories that's in it, the amount of sugar that's in it. So
Right.
it's not nutrient dense, but it's element dense, it's sugar dense, it's energy dense. And if you don't,
Yes.
right, and it's made out of something that you really shouldn't be wanting to put in. You know what I mean? So, but these are the things that we result to for satiety. That's on the Snickers commercial. Satisfy you.
Right.
It's on the Snickers commercial. You hungry? You don't want to
Yeah,
really eat, but you just
right. You want that satisfaction.
it's on a commercial. It's on you. They telling you you're not hungry. You just
Right.
need some satisfaction. See, and this gonna
Wow.
hit. This gonna hit those notes in your body. Boom, boom. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nutty, chocolatey, sweet, salty,
Right.
savory. It's
It's hitting
one of them nuggets.
all the
Yeah.
triggers. You want something
Oh,
sweet, a little salty,
Snickers
some
bar, man. That
right,
joint is oh. So when we are looking at the satiety factory, that's the root, is the root to satisfaction. You know what I mean? So when we are looking at that's us doing something to produce that chemical hormone. And the hunger hormone is ghrelin. I don't even feel like writing. The hunger. I had a nice workout earlier. Man, I did some arms and shoulders. I don't even want to write
are
because
you
my
tired?
arms. Y'all, this is it.
Your arms
I'm
are
not.
tired.
Yeah, they tight. Yeah, they like boy. I turned around. I couldn't even open up the marker.
Wow.
but but the hunger hormone is great. Grelin.
Grayling.
Great. Right. And that's produced from the lining in the stomach. If you look it up, we have fat around our stomach. So when the stomach gets empty, that's all it takes. The stomach to get empty. In in our self-preservation, which is built in. So when the stomach gets empty, ghrelin is secreted. And the target of ghrelin is the brain. And it's like, okay, hey, the stomach is empty. Survival, you're gonna have to eat sometime in the future. Maybe not now, but sometime. I'm letting you know that this is it's a part of the negative feedback loop, right? So it's communication from the body to the brain. So you see, so now it's to induce, now that inducement of me, or is making me aware of eating, right?
Right.
Now, what do? I My body is designed for me to eat. I have to produce the satiety hormone, which is leptin. Leptin, leptin, right? That's just to be satisfied. If you are aroused, if you are sexually aroused, if you are hungry, if you are angry, if any state that you could be in, the satiety factor is the key to pulling you out. Do you? Because you want to. If you sexually aroused, you have sex. You produce satiety. I'm good, right? You're angry. You fight. You get that aggression out. Good. You hungry. You eat. But these are actions that produce the leptin hormone. You feel me? So but when we understand this process, this has nothing to do with right or wrong, good or bad. This is just the chemistry of the body. I'm under the because that ghrelin is to induce you to eat. If you don't know how to turn it off, you're going to eat. That's it. Or you're gonna get hangry. That headache, you mean the hunger headache, that's because you don't know how to turn it off.
Right.
Especially if you're stuck in the office at a job you really don't want to do. So you're not getting satisfaction from your job. If you're at home and you don't have the happiest home, where you're not pulling satisfaction from your home. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you
Mhm.
don't have a lifestyle that you can pull satisfaction from, you're going to eat. you're going to do that negative thing or that's detrimental to your health.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the end result. I'm either enhancing my health or I'm taking it away. And we looking at controlling hunger to control the action of fasting. You know what I mean? But when
Right.
it comes to satisfaction, that's in the brain. That's
Right.
that's that's the Denise. That's your favorite part. Well, excuse me,
Yes.
not the favorite part, but aromatherapy targets
The brain. That's
that
right.
part of the brain for specifically the limbic system. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Definitely. And um, one of the essential oils, other than peppermint, I've mentioned that one several times, but grapefruit essential oil. It helps
Ooh,
to with that
ooh,
hunger. It helps with
yeah,
that hunger,
yeah,
hunger
yeah,
hormone. It helps to um, target that satiety center of the brain.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And
very
that's
good
just
for that. And it
um, um,
helps to cut those cravings, that sweet craving, that salty craving. It helps with
mm,
craving, period, and it helps with um, that satiety. So that hunger hormone.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And just by inhaling it, you might say, well, how do I use it? Just inhale it. You don't have
mm,
to. You can ingest it, but you don't have to because it goes directly to the limbic system of your brain to that satiety center.
right. Instantly
Almost
satisfying you.
immediately. Yes, immediately.
Right. Ain't that something?
Yes,
What's that
very
grapefruit is vicious.
grapefruit, and it's very uplifting. It's good for your mood. Yeah, good for all of that. So you're
I
gonna
got a
get.
bottle I haven't used. I stopped using it because I can't find any more of it.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, yeah, that grapefruit is awesome, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it is
know.
awesome. Is yeah, yeah. I mean, you get a when there's there's many options of essential oils.
Hmm.
There's not a few that we can that I mean, but you can speak to that better than me, but I'm just saying, when you find I don't like to mix too many brands. You know what I mean? So I like to stick with what I you know what I mean? Because you especially if you have a trusted brand,
Right.
where you want to just because this the market is saturated with them, but the
Yeah, and then you
quality
want to
of them,
know what you're getting, the quality. That's
yeah.
why I stick with the one I use through Young Living.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Mm-hmm.
where it's sourced from, the
Mm-hmm.
farm it's sourced from,
Right,
and
right.
it's pure essential oil.
Right. They have the right, right, right. Yeah, and that's where like with the where I get. So like I haven't had a chance to replenish that grapefruit. So I mean, but yeah, I like it though. It definitely um smell and it smells like grape. Like if you diffuse it
Mhm.
by itself, it's like, oh, that's what grapefruit smell like. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. It's definitely a beautiful scene.
Yeah,
But in that
and it's good
when
for
we
to stop headaches as well.
yes, 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 that can lead from a lack of satisfaction.
Right. So
when
it's
you
helping with all of that.
because when you can't turn them signals off, they gonna keep coming. And the only way, like I said, satisfaction is the off switch to hunger, the satiety hormone leptin. So it doesn't matter how you make yourself hungry. That's just one way. That's just when you, especially if it doesn't even matter if you're fasting. When you eat and after you eat and your stomach becomes empty, now you're on the cycle again. So it doesn't even have to be. It's just like I said, it's hunger, the in the and fasting, because you're going to get hungry without even fasting. But if you are once you learn how to control your hunger in any state,
Right.
now when you go to fasting, it makes the you to be able to accomplish it that much more. It takes
Mhm.
that part of the challenge of fasting out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right, right, right. Yeah, that's a big part though. But
Yeah.
you still have potential other challenges. But it takes that part out where you're not worrying about being hungry.
Right. And when your mind is made up,
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
that's half the battle right there. When your mind is made up, okay, I'm fasting, and that helps with it.
But
When you already,
that's what we say. See, this is community. The target of Graylin is to the purpose of Graylin is to induce you to be hungry. You
right.
have to turn that off with the leptin hormone, or it's going to keep the signal is going to keep going. So if you're in a state of one meal a day and you get into that 15th hour, 16th hour, that signal is boom, 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 boom. It's a bass drum now. It's not no little signal because you them had it for 15 hours. You use them. So this is just trying to eat one meal a day. When you get to that 12-hour mark and your stomach empty and you you get all that empty stomach stuff. You know what I mean? Like this thing is to induce you to eat,
Right.
so you can. You know what I mean? So to turn it off is left like is the satisfaction. You know what I mean? So that prayer, it could be anything that you perceive to give you satisfaction.
Hmm.
Aromatherapy, 22 seconds, man. I mean, like you, I mean,
Right.
you can still pray and do all the other stuff, but before you get to, you don't want to pray to overcome hunger. That is not how prayer. It's leptin. It's how you overcome hunger. You know, it's like we're gonna take
Right.
the, you know what I'm saying, like the unnecessary act, like pray, but don't pray to God to help you overcome hunger when He already gave you the answer. This is inside of us. This is part of our endocrine system.
Right.
So a hormone that our bodies produce when we satisfy ourselves.
Mhm. Yes, sir.
You feel me? You're gonna get this because if your stomach gets empty, you're going to get it. That's chemistry. That's the
Right.
biology of our body, right? So now when it comes, I don't have to wait for it to be a overwhelming signal. See, that's what we're talking about. When you immediately get that signal,
Take the top off.
mm, what's that? I ain't even think about. I can't smell food anymore because I'm smelling
Right.
that. You feel what I'm saying? So now I'm thinking about what I'm currently smelling. Cause the food is in my imagination. It's not you just like it's not here. I want the food in my mind.
Right. Got to distract yourself.
Sorry about that. You know what I mean? But that's the effects that we can apply. We can have on ourselves very easily, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. And we,
Yeah.
the nation. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And
Yeah.
a good combination would be peppermint and grapefruit.
Ooh, I do peppermint and orange a lot.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
but I have a lot of orange. I don't have a lot of grapefruit, so I'll go to orange. That's it's. I got an orange bottle by every door, every room. So
Right.
I'm telling you, it's one by the front door. I'd use it like what is that? The Christian holy oil on my daughters.
Oh, holy anointing. Yeah.
I do. I gotta do it. I try to do it when she ain't looking because if she see, please Lord, you know how children are. Ugh, ah,
Right. Right.
you know. But yeah. But this is the this is how the chemistry of the body, one way hunger is produced. You can think your way into hunger, and that's what a lot of us do because,
Looking at food.
well, we're not in a world, we surrounded by people, what I mean? We're surrounded by the world. So, that's something that can easily, you got restaurants that never close. You know what I mean? So they are, what I mean? That's sight, sound, that's always a trigger, so to speak. Because I'm trying to, like, it's not good or bad, right or wrong. You feel like this
Right.
is the type of world we live in, the outlaw society that we live in, whatever. So this is things that could easily happen. Okay, now that if we are aware of this, and I'm aware of what it could possibly cause, what reaction it could cause in my body, now I I can deal with it. You know what I mean? Like this is just having an empty stomach, Grayling and Leptin, dealing with that. But we looking at cephalic digestion. We looking at the sight of food, the smell of food, the sound, the hearing of food, the imaginary thought of food. Just
Mhm.
thinking produces the same cycle of hunger. It
Right.
actually causes your body to start digestion. Mouth start watering, you're
It
swallowing,
sure
you
does.
it's like you're eating. Every time you swallow that mouth watering thought, it's like you are mimicking eating,
Hmm.
but you're causing the same reaction. So your body is producing the gastric juices and elements that it would think
As
as if
if
you're
you were
actually
eating. Right.
okay now. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, you think about your favorite food, mouth watering. You swallow every that's like you swallow. Man, as soon as you swallow, your stomach start growling more. You like,
Right.
man.
My goodness. The power of thought. Power of thought.
Yes. Cephalic means head. So when you see the word cephalic, that means head. So
Right.
the second stage of that's not the first stage. It's the second stage. The second stage of digestion is called cephalic digestion. When you see, think, hear, smell food or taste it, you are you are inducing digestion. The
Mm.
physical state of now you putting your body into motion. So
Right.
when the messenger teaches us, especially in how to eat to live, because we both are believers, and he says that on page, because he really gives us the he says, don't be so foolish to use such words as I cannot do that. We can do many things. So when he's looking at, and he says, but we have learned to be ever so eager to spend our language and time in foolishness. So when we looking at fasting or eating one meal a day, if you think you're starving, you're going to get the side effects of starvation. Nothing good comes from starvation. You can't wait to eat again. Matter of fact, when you eat again, you're going to overeat or eat the wrong things because you think you was missing out, right? So when you are not eating, for 2, 3 days or in a 24-hour period, and you call that fasting or eating to live, now you're going to get the side effects from fasting, which is autophagy, cleaning the body up, controlling the body, right? Boosting your immune system, boosting your metabolism, controlling your insulin, controlling diabetes, losing weight, getting health, mentally healthy. See, this is a side effect, man. So when you are thinking that you are eating to live, see, you're getting the benefits. Because he says in the book, some people was writing him and said, "Hold up, I'm trying what you are saying, but I'm not getting the same benefits." And he
Right.
said it's from the wrong mental foods, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when he's saying that in combination to that other page, like, hold up, you know, don't be quick to say I can't do that,
Right.
because you're going to get the side effects of I can't do that, and you're not going to do it. So when we looking at 1 meal a day, it's not hard. If you say it's hard or think it's hard, you're going to get the side effects of something being hard to you. That's stressful. That's fight or flight. That's
Right.
anxiety. That's grief. That's not the purpose of 1 meal a day or fasting, right?
Right.
The Holy Quran, Surah 2, Ayat 183. Oh, you who believe, fasting is prescribed for you like it was to those before you for the
Before you.
safeguard of evil, right?
Right.
That's not,
Absolutely.
that should be good. Oh, damn, let me try that. That man,
Safeguard against evil. Yes.
let me try that. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Right.
let me try that, you know? So he says fasting clears the thinking. Fasting advances the thinking. Fasting is the cure. Let me try that. Ooh, let me try that. I need some courage. I need some courage.
Yes.
Hey God, I'm sorry. Hey, you know what I mean? But that's where it's like when we looking at hunger, that's my satisfaction. Okay, if I know that if I'm eating 1 meal a day and I'm fasting and I'm going to get better, right? Stronger, lighter, faster, all of those good words, right? So that's my satiety.
That's
That's
right.
my, because I'm looking for, okay, I'm going to get this when it comes. Oh man, hey, hold up, man, ho. I
That's
got you.
that dopamine.
See? Hey, not the double, not the say, not the leptin and the dope. Oh, I didn't think about the dopamine, God. Oh,
Yes, sir.
woo! So you made the leptin a reward. Damn.
Mm.
So you made satisfying yourself a reward. Oh, wait a minute. You made the righteous, positive way of satisfying yourself the reward.
Really?
'Cause- yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Yes.
gotta throw the righteous,
Right.
satisfier away.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Because eating was giving you the reward. That's the
Yes.
problem. You know what I mean? So a lot of things can give you the reward, but if it's not healthy for you, that's what we got to learn to stop doing. Because there's many healthy ways to do things, man. You know what I mean? Like we try to present them along with the things that we do, but there's many healthy options.
Yes.
Yeah, But so like she said with the aromatherapy, we had the what's a good dopamine one?
Dopamine. Bergamot.
Oh yeah, that bergamot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Good.
bergamot. That's
It does
strong.
serotonin and dopamine.
Ooh, mood enhancer and a
Right.
reward. Mm,
Natural antidepressant.
Mm,
How can you be depressed with dopamine and serotonin?
mm. Wow. Exactly. Exactly. And these are tools. These are the tools. These are the tools.
Right.
Especially now, where we are looking at what's going on, you know, regardless of how you believe why it's going on.
Mhm.
What is going on is we can see it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
when we could see that and we could see, okay, there might be measures I need to make that might include me to not just fast from food, but fast from that, but and to bring more and more control of myself and my life to myself. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's one of the benefits of fasting is we learn how to control and consolidate my
Right.
energy and my power because I don't need food to live like we are taught. So now you got all of this crap that's going on, and it could affect your food supply. But if you don't know how to eat to live, it doesn't matter what you might be collecting or storing. It's still you've already weaponized your eating habits to yourself. You feel
Mm.
what I'm saying? So if your eating habits are already weaponized against you, it doesn't matter what type of event that you are in. You probably stored the stuff that you shouldn't be eating anyway. So
That's
when we looking at right, because a lot of this disaster relief is chips and sodas and stuff that, hey man, why are you think you shouldn't be eating that in regular good times? So in a
exactly.
disaster, and if I don't know how to eat it, I'm eating breakfast, lunch, dinner. Who is going to help you in a time of need when they have the right now? If you go to the emergency room, they're going to triage you. They're going to take your blood pressure, your heart rate, all of that. If the That's how they're going to treat you. Whoever has the worst triage is going to be treated first. You go in there with normal blood pressure, normal heart rate, normal numbers, you practically last on the list.
Right.
Yeah. Ambulatory going first. Whoever comes in on the ambulance, right? They gotta go in first. And then it's according to your numbers. You know what I mean? So in a time of emergency, it's not going to get better. We saw that with COVID, right? So fasting is a cure to you even catching something, not just you getting and overcoming something. Yes, it will help you overcome it, but it's also a preventative measure, not you
Exactly.
thinking you have to eat to prevent. No, instead of popping them Flintstone things, do some. You do that for preventative, right? You take your body, you do that. You ain't. It's not you. Some people wake up to that because they think it's preventative. Fasting strengthens the body to the point where if you walk in a room that's disease filled, mm, it's strong enough to get you out without killing you.
That's
Man,
right.
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You walk confidently through
Yes.
the earth, walking my post in a perfect manner, keeping always on the alert. I'm
Yeah.
fasting. I'm eating to live. My body's in a condition. Your head, you can feel things. You what was that? You know what I mean? Like we feel things, right?
Right. And Brother Sean, that's what
Uh-uh.
I love about the essential oils is that it's also a preventative measure because some of the oils are immune stimulants. So
Ooh,
you're
talk
also
about
getting
that.
your immune system, stimulated.
Talk about that.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
that's another preventative measure. While you just take the top off, inhale,
Mm,
you getting what you need. You're helping that satiety. You're helping your immune system, your mental, everything all at once.
Right. If you're dissatisfied, guess where your immune system's at? See, it's not, you know, we can hear some, like, it's not abracadabra. Like, if I'm either fight or flight, rest and digest.
Right.
That's you see, like, so everything I do is fight or flight. Going to work, doing this, exercising, it's all pushing me out of homeostasis. Right? Rest and digest, that's my body recovery, rejuvenating. But everything it's a that's how I'm pushing myself and I gotta let myself come back. So when we're looking at the potentially negative stuff, that's what shuts the body off. In a state of stress, the immune system is off. So if I know aromatherapy de-stresses me, it
Yes, I
doesn't
was just
have
about
to,
to say that.
right. It doesn't have to boost my immunity. It boosts my immunity by taking me out of state of stress.
Right.
You feel, you know what I'm saying? Like it boosts my metabolism by taking me out of a state of distress, which is wrecking you know what I mean? So this, because everything happens within the brain. That's what is hitting. Because
Exactly.
aromatherapy is your nose. It has to come in through your nose. That's it, right. So that's going to your brain. Bam, boom.
Right.
That's your. Go ahead.
No, you're on point.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's what it does. The aromatherapy helps you to
Mhm.
de-stress, put you in that rest and digest.
Right.
Yeah,
Now the body can do what it's supposed to do, which
to
heal
heal.
itself, all that other stuff that you heard, we
Right.
hear about it. It can't do it in a state of stress.
Exactly.
So if you do how to eat to live in a state of stress, you're going to do it, but you're not going to get the benefits of it. If you do fasting in a state of stress, you're going to do fasting, but you're not going to get the benefit of it. So you can
Right.
get stories of people that's saying, I've been doing these actions for years, but they don't necessarily look like it physically, the physical body. That's how you clean the physical body up through fasting, right? So if I'm do fasting, every time I do it, I'm supposed to come out better unless I'm doing it under a state of distress. It's already stressful. My mindset is going to make it use stress beneficial. Oh man, I'm doing this to get stronger. I'm doing this to get better, to clean myself up. I'm supposed to feel all of those things that I feel when I do it. So when I'm going through it and I feel it, I know how to get left because I'm supposed to feel this. I'm supposed to get that. All right, bam. All right, oh, come on, right on time. Boom. So I can aromatherapy, I can have that ready, right?
Right.
So, because I know I'm used to eating at a certain time, so I'm ready. Oh, I'm used to eating at 12. At 10, I'm gonna have my diffuser pumping. So, leading up to that 12, my body will already be in a state of producing leptin. So, when the ghrelin comes, I'm flooded with leptin. I'm flooded with satiety. I've been in a state of satiety for the last 2 hours. You know what I mean? So when it comes, because I know my lifestyle, I know my cycle. This ain't magical. I know I used to smoke. So, okay, if I'm trying to break smoking, all right, I didn't smoke all day. It was certain times of the day. All right, lunchtime, I smoke after I eat. 10 o'clock, putting up joints on my diffuser. So by the time the action comes, the trigger comes, I'm ready for it. My
Right. You're
body's
ready.
already in a state of satiety. I'm not dissatisfied. Mm.
That's right.
See? of not dissatisfied. Bam. So
Yes.
you, yeah, this is in the brain. We ain't gotta go nowhere. We all in the brain. We right here. We just in this brain right here. Boom. It's a battle between the fifth lobe and the frontal lobe,
Right.
the limbic system and our thinking system. You know.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. But yeah, so that when we looking at the satiety factor, you know, the key to controlling or hunger and fasting, this is which ultimately leads to the key to controlling our body completely, you know, any of those sensations, because satisfaction is the link to that. Satiety is the link to controlling yourself. If you're in a state of satisfaction all day long, if you
Right.
know how to produce, how you what, just imagine what type of man
That's
you
peace of
wait,
mind when you in a state of satisfaction.
you open your eyes to satiety.
Right.
Woo. Come on, man.
Put
you had
yourself
you
in
had your
heaven at once.
you, hey, look, you on your commute in a state of satiety. So instead of because if you've been on the phone with me when I drive, woo boy, I'm an aggressive, not road rage necessarily, but I'm an aggressive driver. But if you can drive in a state of sanity, so where you were you're like, hey, go ahead, take it, go, I guess, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna let you
You
have
know,
it. I'm gonna let you have it.
uh,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You at your job where you can't. Some people hate walking into their job because it's the plant. I'm at the plant. I'm at the plant. So now you there. You know, you ain't a slave, but you just not stressing yourself out. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta come on, man. You parenting in a state of sanity. Children don't stress you out. We know I'm a single parent. Sister Denise went through it. Man, come on, man. Like, we know the stresses of being a parent, period.
Right.
You know what your children do. You already know. You get home. Oh man. Some people hate dreading going home because it's gonna be a circus, it's gonna be this and that. So if you can put yourself in a state of satiety before the trigger happens.
Right.
Come on, man.
Don't get emotionally hijacked.
Mama, you all right? They like, you smiling and stuff like you all right? They gonna think you, but not because somebody did this, but because you were able to produce it in yourself for yourself.
Right.
Come. So now when you go to pray, you're praying in a state of sanity, man. You ain't looking for nothing. Oh, God, change my no. This right here. So now you in a state of sanity, offering your prayers to your God. Oh my man, imagine, man.
Praise be to Allah.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Get that. Oh, what was the one you gave us? That hit the dopamine and the satiety.
Oh, bergamot.
Mm.
Yes,
Oh, that
bergamot.
was the dopamine and the serotonin.
Serotonin. Right.
Yeah, yeah. So you throw that bergamot on, you done raised your mood, you're satisfied, you get them, you rewarded, you feel with man, yo, you ain't you put yourself there, man. I'm trying to
What are
woo
we taught to put ourselves in heaven at once?
because we know what stressed out feel like.
Right.
We y'all on my last goddamn nerve, got you. we know what that feel like. We know what that.
Right.
Yeah. So just imagine. I'm just saying because I'm thinking about as I'm saying this, I'm picturing myself in this state of satiety. I'm working on that. Soon as we get off this show, shoot,
Right now.
what I need that. I'm getting it. I'm getting it as we, because I feed up off the energy of Sister Denise in the show and our interactions. But I'm light bulb moment.
Yes, sir.
Shoot, shoot. I,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get that. I think I might have to get some bergamot from you because that's
Yeah.
one I don't think I got. If I got it, I got a little bit of it.
Right. Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Isn't
Bergamot
it?
is
Uh-huh.
in the line with the citrus oils.
Mhm.
They're all uplifting and energizing and put you in a
Yeah,
good mood.
but they're good for like the hair too, aren't they, or skin or something?
Yes.
Because
Hmm.
that's why I don't have it because I was using it when I was
Lemon.
making. Yeah, when I was making my products, I was using the bergamot a lot,
Oh, okay.
but it was it was considered like it was a little bit more expensive than like the mint and stuff. You know what I mean? So, but
Right.
I was using it though. I'm like, yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's see if we have any comments or questions. Sister Tracy says, Assalamu alaikum, brother, you teaching.
Praise be to Allah.
We had Brother Cedric with us, Brother Ralph, Brother Joseph, all the
Yeah,
brothers tuning in tonight.
we appreciate you, brothers. We
Yes.
appreciate you. Hey, this is unisex. This is for both brothers and sisters because when we looking at our brain, this is how our brain works. So when we look at the messenger says that our creation bears witness to the first creation, right? So in our Savior has arrived, he says when we look at our creation, page 128, real quick, if you don't mind. He says, look at our creation from sperm to that of a human being. This is a marvelous piece of work of nature which bears witness of the first creation. So when we look at this brain, and he says from a sperm to a human being, which bears witness of the first creation. So how our brain works is God. It's God.
Right.
It bears witness of the first creation. What emerged out of that triple stage of darkness was the black man. God. So he with brains. So when we are looking at our brain and our ability to use it, that the very next sentence, the messenger says, we are making new creatures every day. What helps to bring about new creation? When you make a new way of thinking in a person, he is bound to do something new, for he cannot
Right.
do something other than new since he has new thoughts. When before we learned what fasting was, before we learned what 1 meal a day was, we thought the less you eat, you were starving. Nobody wanted to miss
Right.
breakfast. Nobody wanted to miss lunch. So when you were hungry, you ate because we thought if you didn't, you were starving. You were hurting yourself because everybody that was big, oh, we're gonna put some meat on your bones. You skinny. They making fun of you for being healthy, right? So when you hear the concepts of 1 meal a day, 1 meal every other day, 1 meal every 3 days, the unity fast, or just a fasting period, this if we don't change our way of thinking, then we won't produce a new action and we won't get that benefit. So we could do 1 meal a day, but if I think I'm starving, I'm not getting the benefits. I could
Right.
do fasting, but if I think I'm starving, I'm not going to get the benefits. But as soon as I change my thinking that I'm doing this, I'm getting better, I'm getting stronger, I'm getting healthier, I'm getting younger, I'm not going to die. I'm not
Right.
killing myself. I'm not kidding because that's how you not going to die because you're not killing yourself. The number two actual cause of death is poor diet and lack of exercise. The
Exercise.
only thing deadlier is smoking, right? So this is that combination of being in a state of satiety. I'm producing a new mindset. So now I'm going to produce new thoughts. I got to have new actions because I got a new mind, new thoughts. Come
Thoughts.
on, man. Come on.
Beautiful.
Get that aromatherapy will
Yes.
help you. Satiety in a
Clear
bottle.
right. Clear your mind. Diffuse those oils and clear your mind.
You can clear it. You can boost it. You can
Right.
you can you can enhance it. You can energize. Like you got
Yeah,
all
all of
them
that.
notes.
You can calm it down if you need to relax.
Or if you need to go to sleep, you can.
Yes. We got you.
Oh
We got you.
man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
Awesome.
Shoot, this is it, man. Living in a state of the satiety factor.
Satiety factor.
Living in a state of satisfaction with yourself, because that's the only
Beautiful.
thing you're going to be dissatisfied with is yourself,
Exactly. It
right?
all
So,
starts with you.
yo, if you got a goal and you're not getting it yet, hey man, you ain't got to eat a Snickers on your way. Pop one. You ain't got to eat a Snickers for that. See, you don't have. Come on, man. You see, the
That's right.
Snickers will satisfy you. Nah, it might, but it's gonna kill you too.
Temporary.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely temporary.
Inhalers.
It, it's definitely temporary satisfaction with long lasting side effects.
Exactly. That part.
Yes, yes,
Say that part.
yeah.
Peace, Sister Cassandra.
Sis,
Sister Cassandra joined us, Brother Sean.
sis, how you doing, sis? Peace and blessings. Salam alaikum. You know that, and this is like I say with this part. Mental health, especially for the so-called American Negro, that's a large part of the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, man, is geared because we don't believe in the physical resurrection, but we believe in a spiritual and mental resurrection and believe that we are most in need of a resurrection first. So we looking at that transformation of fulfilling the biblical scripture. You cannot put new wine in old wineskin lest the old wineskin spoil the new wine.
Right.
We the that's gotta be talking about us. We the only people that fit that description
Right.
because other people are still living their cultures. The Mexicans, they still living according to the Aztecs or wherever they come from. The Polish people, they still got their traditions. All these people, the Mediterraneans that come that we see, they come with their traditions. We are the only ones that fit this description where, hold up, we gotta we need a new body. Cause
Right.
y'all just you
Make all things new.
make all things new. We just trying to show you how to do it in a state of satisfaction, man. That's see, that's look,
Right. Fun
out
and
whatever you
easy.
do, right?
Fun and
Whatever
easy.
you say that again, sis. I'm sorry.
It's like you say, the fun and easy way.
That's it. I mean, you're going to do it anyway. Hey, you're going to do it anyway. Pray, not pray. Eat to live, not eat to live. Work, not work. Exercise, not exercise. Whatever it is you are doing in your life, We're saying, how about doing it in a state of satiety?
Right.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Like how,
Might
the
as well.
satiety factor. Man. When you say sis or something,
I say you might as well.
you're gonna do it anyway.
Yes.
Do it
Sister
in a safe
Cassandra
way.
ask, is it true that the sun can drain you?
Yes, yes, yes. I usually stay out until it does.
Mhm.
That's when I know I'm full.
And why is that?
um, it's could be because it's energy. So as soon as you're out there in the sun, your atoms are automatically speeding up. That's why you do. Even if you just standing there, you can start sweating, right?
Right.
Just like if you put a hot, boiling water on, water on heat, those molecules are excited, so they're speeding up because
Mhm.
of the heat. You know what I mean? So it's no different, and that's the source of energy. So those UVA, UVB rays, they're they literally are energizing the fat on our skin, and it's causing the chain reaction of producing those elements and molecules. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
and then we don't. It's a high energy factory.
Right.
So a lot of times we are so sporadic with going out there. You know what I mean? Like your body isn't, you could be not, you know what I mean? Like it is a bombardment. Like, oh man,
Right.
whew, it's too much. I need a break. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
But
sir.
we made to go out there. We're made for it. So we know we made the sun for ourselves. So it's not something that another, we were first. Then the sun came
Right.
as a source of light, and that's our first food. Our first food is the sun. We had nothing else. That was bam. That's all we needed. Pluto, that's his food. You know what I mean? So we that's our relationship. So all we need to do is, if you're getting that signal, you step out a little bit. You control your sunlight. You know, if it takes 5 minute increments, I go out into direct sunlight, I get in the shade for a few minutes. Go
Mhm.
out in the direct, get in the shade for a few minutes. Go out in you know what I mean? Like that's what me and my daughter do. When I can take the full sun, she would need the shade. But
Right.
we got trees, so she'll stand in the shade while I'm in the full sun until she can come back out in the full sun. So good question. Great question, sis.
And she asks, does it matter with the skin tone, light or dark?
No. If I take this shirt off, I'm two different skin tones. I,
Right.
I, you can see where my shirt outline is at and where I don't get that much sun because I don't like to be um no shirt on. Unless I'm in a spot by myself, but I don't really have too much of that. So you can see where, especially my tank top, I take that off. My skin is not the same color. So I'm light skinned. Oh,
Yes, sir.
they used to say I was red back in like I was red. This is all sun. This is me. Like I'm yeah. This is not yeah. Yeah. So no, to answer to your question, it doesn't matter. Now the lighter melanin protects us. So that's the key factor. Melanin protects us from any the potential side effects from the radiation, because that's what it is. It's radiation from the sun.
Hmm.
So the more melanin you have, the more protection you naturally have. But that's where I say you control your exposure to the sun. Boom,
Right.
in the direct, go in the shade, let your body catch up. That's with anything. Exercise, you know what I mean? Like anything that we doing, we want to give our bodies a moment to catch up to it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Do it
mean?
in moderation.
Right, right, right,
Right.
right. But
Great.
that was a great, yeah, that because you know most of the information is based on Europeans, because this is their country and they're the majority. So of course they are making information about themselves. We don't
Right.
need. They look at us and be like, "Shit, y'all don't need no skin." Like y'all the sun. like they look at us and be like, "Y'all crazy. I wish I had y'all skin. I wish I had that." Man. You hear what they tell
You
us?
can't stay in the sun.
Right. We over here like how much this and that. I'm too light skinned. I'm this. Like we got, and it's not science based because all of the science is on Europeans. So none of our scientists have done any studies. We've written books on this, metaphysical nature of the sun, but there's nobody that's done experiments, you know,
Right.
like us, with groups of people, like a science. So it's just conjecture. But when you look at those white scientists, like I said, you ask them, they'd be like, "Y'all, man, go out and get some." They're envious of us and our ability to not just not get sick from the sun, but to be energized by it.
Right.
That's you feel me? Like that's what it does to us. It gives us life. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man. That's where
Absolutely.
you get the satiety from. Look up one of the ways to get satiety and serotonin, natural light. Natural, just you because remember,
In the
if
sun.
you if you look at food, you can induce hunger by looking at food, looking at the sunlight. So the eyes are a powerful way for us to get things inside of us, right? So when you look at the natural light, not even looking directly at the sun, just outside, that's satiety. Because when you inside in the doom and gloom, you dissatisfied, you sad, you depressed, you down. You
Right.
you what is your body is calling for you to go outside and get the sun so you can get some satiety in your life. Man, the satiety factor. Shoot. I ain't know we was gonna go this deep, sis.
Me either. Sister
Yeah.
Cassandra got us starting a whole new show.
Hey, yeah, no, I'm saying even that the whole show period.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
because it wasn't on the moment, but we didn't have a moment to discuss it even briefly. We just came up with the title. Like,
Like earlier today.
see, yeah, so we didn't have no exchange of the flow, like we would normally probably have, so I didn't know, I know you guys, we always gonna be, you know, because we
Yes.
study a lot. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But we study a lot,
Like the spirit
individually. So
movement.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah.
Well, we're going to put a pin in it right there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Sister Cassandra, thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
We
Yeah,
have one
all the
more
brothers
question.
appreciate you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can exercising take away your appetite? And will it not allow you to sleep because you are sleepy but can't go?
Yes, and yes, and yes. I can't wait to go this. Hey, you must have seen it. I couldn't even write earlier. I got some satiety. When I started this show, I was physically, I had a nice workout and I was cooking and I was like, man, I don't want to eat and I don't know without exercising. And while I was cooking, I just started because I got everything I need here. So I'm doing my exercise while I'm cooking.
Right.
And I went hard. Man, woo! I got it. You know what I mean? But I'm feeling it. And I can tell I'm physically I'm going to sleep. Ain't none of that laying in the bed, racing mind. No. When I hit that and whatever energy I did have, this show them took it out. So now when that adrenaline way off from the show, and these
Be out.
adults, what? When I come down off of this, oh man! But cause actually, I don't. Sometimes that's exercise gives food purpose because if you aren't exercising, the food it's not going to go to the muscles. So when you looking at insulin and diabetes and it's talking about not being able to go in the cell, so now all of that glucose is in the blood supply. Well, that's energy. So if the only way you can burn energy is exercise. So if I get up and I exercise and I'm burning what's in the cell. Now those cell doors are opening because I've used what's in it. It's got to bring new in. It's
Right.
going to pull the new in because I've emptied it by exercise. So, but when I eat, it's only fat or muscle. There's no other growth. The heart, you know what I mean? Like it's the heart doesn't get bigger. Those organs, fat can collect around those organs. The muscles in the chest and back can get bigger, but you know what I mean? The internal organs don't grow. So
Right.
if you're eating and you're not exercising, you are collecting fat or you're holding material in your gut because your food has no reason to go to the muscles.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's the now we are reshaping our body. Hey, come next week. Look, we can start the show next week with that.
Yes.
Because that would be a beautiful way. Because that's we don't as black people we got to understand that. You know, when we hear about the body mass index, that chart,
Mhm.
and black women like that's not built for us. That's cool. Well, let us sit down and create our own.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Beautiful question.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your question, Sister Cassandra.
Yeah.
All right, family, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you all for tuning in. Great questions. And
Yeah.
those of you that watch this on the replay, we appreciate you as well. And you all share this video out, share the video. If you need anything from myself as far as the essential oils or from anything from Brother Sean, reach out to us. We're here to serve. And with
Yes,
that
man.
being said, assalamu alaikum.
Well, Lagos, my salam.
Peace.